It's playtime with the Sleepy Boys.
So what's really funny is I have so friend through family kind of thing. I have a couple of ex-Mormon friends, and we're all in the.
Be real interesting stories.
I mean, it's really fun. It's really interesting to see that, like to see what it was like for them. But
such a devotion, you know. It's not just like, oh, I went to church. Like, no. With Mormonism, you're in it.
So we're on the same kickball team, and some weeks before we go to our games, we'll go to this.
Wait. What's your kickball team's name?
We're the Barbarians.
God damn it, man.
We
had so much more fun.
We could have, and
Jehovah's Kickness.
I'm gonna send that to our team for our summer league game or name.
Feel free, brother.
But anyway, so we go to a local bar on the like usually about an hour and a half before our games start, just to kind of kick back, chill, have a drink,
chill out, relax, all cool.
Right, team building type stuff, right? And so we're sitting there talking, and she's again ex-Mormon friend. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you had a podcast. What's it about?" And I'm like, I mean, it's dick jokes and childhood trauma. And she's like, "That sounds awesome. Send me the link." And I'm like, "All right, have fun."
The actual description I give people is I go, it's literally just me and my friends hanging out, and if you get our inside jokes, you'll fucking love it. But we don't cater to anyone except ourselves.
Yeah. Well, and what's funny as hell about it is like a lot of our inside jokes, like we do explain once and then never explain again. We just keep referencing it.
Yeah, you gotta go back and fucking watch.
Like speaking of, speaking of,
ride or die, bitch.
Speaking of fucking like references and inside jokes that we do repeatedly, like the Brandon's dick stuff. We started another one last time, or let me rephrase that. Chris started another one while we were playing.
I didn't want to talk about that one anymore.
No. This is a different one. You weren't there for this one.
Ooh.
So we were playing Kingdom Hearts.
How much faster I am than you?
I know you're.
Oh shit, they're attacking us.
All right. Yeah, so we're playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
You get to a point where, like, when your agility's up enough, your arrows literally are like machine gun fast, and they're like 30 damage each.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware.
Fucking insane.
So Chris started a new joke, a new thing that we'll just do, and it's not pretending that I'm racist. It's something completely different this time.
I will say, for the record, Mark is 100% absolutely in no way, shape, or form racist, but he gets super upset when we insinuate it, so we keep doing it.
The reason I get upset is because my parents are super racist.
Well, and the reason you got upset is because you're also the editor, so you have to figure out...
That's part of it, but I'm also like, I'm just like, I come from a very racist family, and I hate that I come from a racist family. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, so this new one that Chris started up, which I gotta be honest is fucking awesome, is we'll be talking about something and like it gets kind of serious, and like have you ever said fuck when you're on a team meeting and you shouldn't have, and you're just thinking, shit, I'm gonna get fired? Have yourself a whole bag of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. It'll clean your colon out and your soul.
Where that fucking came from?
Did that come up? Yeah. Did that come up somewhere else?
Brandon said it at one point.
Oh, it came from that.
Well, okay. Do you know why I was laughing so hard at it?
No.
Oh, I wonder if Brandon showed this to Chris.
What?
First off, hang on a second.
What does the horn do?
Horn calls the ship.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, look, a sword.
Yeah, it's all you, brother. Okay, so there's a podcast that Brandon and I listen to called
Is We Dumb?
We Dumb?
Yeah.
And one of the segments they do on it is called One Star Heroes, and it's just people's bullshit, ridiculous one-star review of products. Well, someone's one-star review of Haribo gummies was one of the funniest fucking things ever. It might be one of the reasons Brandon's so into it, because dude, this guy left a fucking odyssey of a tale about the destruction that these fucking gummies did to his colon. And it was one of the funniest things, like talking about like the circles of hell that he was in at different points on the toilet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, let's be real here. We steal from everybody else. Why the fuck not?
You know what? It's one of those things where, now don't get me wrong, like comedians, it's like, hey, don't do someone's stand-up set on stage. That is stealing.
Right, yeah.
But, excuse me. Oh, motherfucker. When you're like a fan of something,
do that on your own time.
Talk about it, you know? I mean,
Well, no shit. Like, we talk about everything.
Yeah,
one of our most popular like podcast episodes, which shook the fuck out of me, was one where we were talking about a YouTuber named Oni, like Oni NG. Like, I was shocked that was a thing that it got so popular. Oh god, I'm trying to think of how to describe this to you. Have we ever showed you the Hellbenders cartoons? Oh, okay. Let me think. What else? Did you ever watch Dragon's Ball P?
I did.
Not Dragon Ball Z. Again.
No, I did not. Though.
Dragon's Ball P.
Then no.
Okay, so this guy's an animator. He's one of like the original like YouTubers. Like, he's been around for years,
Dude,
but he also...
It's crazy when you find those people and you're like, oh, you're still fun.
Yeah, so anyway, so he's an animator. We did an episode, it was just me, him, and Key. Or me, Brandon, and Key. And, so
I was going to say, you got the original YouTuber on the episode, huh?
God, I wish. God, I would kill to have him on the show. But there's another YouTuber that he did a lot of collaborations with a few years back.
Hey, after we get done with this level, before we go to the next level, I gotta go buy some potions.
That's fine. So there was he did a collaboration series with this other YouTuber named Psychic Pebbles, and they had a series. It was called the Hellbenders, and it was literally just 3 short little clips. One was called Appaloosa, where he's.
Let me pause you real quick, because I've always wondered this part right here. You think the Cyclops and that dude were gay lovers? You think that's why Cyclops is so broken?
Possibly. That's a good question.
Every single time I've played this game, and this has got to be at least my 8th playthrough. I've always thought that. Anyway,
possibly. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, so Oni and Psychic Pebbles. I'm just gonna refer there. Oni's real name is Chris, and Psychic Pebbles' name is Zach. So Chris and Zach started a YouTube series called the Hellbenders. They did 3 short cartoons. One was called Appaloosa, where it's just they find a bunch of apples and sell them on the black market. And the black market is actually just... Oh, they are super popular. Like, I'm talking millions of followers.
No. I mean, did they actually sell apples on the black market? And if so, how did they do?
No, they sold them to a black guy named Mark Ett.
I'm upset.
It was a really weird bit that they did.
Like, for a second, I thought you meant like they decided to go on the darknet and sell apples.
No.
Excited to find out how that worked.
What it was basically was they got a bill for receiving a letter through the mail, and they had to figure out how to pay for it. So they're like, let's just get some apples and sell them on the black market, or sell them to the black market. And they go to this guy's house, and it's a black guy whose name is Mark Ett. And that's the bit for that episode. There was one where they're talking about how much.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's older. It's a little bit back, like in the.
You know what? I also got to remind myself that like our main staying point is Brandon's got a huge wang. So.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Maybe
then they're. I think the first one they did was them just talking about ice cream and wanting ice cream and shit. And then the last one they did. Then the last one they did was it was a Christmas special where they were going caroling and they were really bad at it. And then Jesus came down from the heavens and thanked them for saving Christmas, and then tried to take Zach to heaven with him as he reascended.
I think was that animated?
Yeah, it's time to come to heaven.
Me that,
yeah, we've shown you that.
I was really judging both of you.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I normally do, but different reasons.
Anyway, so the reason we talked about them on our show was they were actually almost picked. They had a pilot that they were doing, and they actually got picked up by I don't think it was Comedy Central, but it was one of them, and they ended up because what?
VH1.
Maybe I don't know exactly. I don't remember who the channel was, but they were gonna get picked up and have their own TV series for the Hellbenders. And they had they did a 15-minute long pilot for it that never got aired because they found out that the TV channel was gonna start taking a bunch of
this. We gotta get all the treasure fast because people are gonna steal it.
Yeah, I know how it works, but they ended up dropping it. They were just no, we're not gonna let you take our characters and do whatever the fuck you want with them. So they never actually got to pilot. They never aired the pilot. So we talked about how it was a huge bummer, and that ended up being one of our more popular episodes for our podcast, which is just super. It just felt super random that one was one of the popular ones, because it's a pretty new one. It's pretty new as far as our episodes go, but it still ended up getting more views than a lot of our older stuff did.
Well, you know why? Because where did it get more views?
I think on Spotify. I didn't look at the statistics exactly, but
Well, I was gonna say if it was on YouTube, that makes absolute sense. You're talking
the thing is our podcast hasn't our podcast episodes aren't on YouTube yet, but I you know what, we're making this announcement a little bit early. No, we're not. It happened last week. Never mind. Now that I'm looking at our calendar.
Fuck all you guys, ride or die, bitch.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this would have been 3 weeks ago now. Yeah, so our podcast is now on YouTube. It's not exactly a podcast per se. What I'm doing is our Fallout 4 sessions that we're doing is actually the original audio is taken from our podcast, and so that's a way.
Mark is still playing video games nonstop and trying to find a way to monetize it, so he's putting our podcast to it. There you go, bud.
Skippy, that's what I do. And so our Fallout playthrough is actually our original podcast, so you'll be able to listen to you can listen to our original stuff from fucking June of last year. So
you know what the saddest part about that is?
What?
That's still pandemic.
That was still Holy shit, you're not wrong. It's crazy that's how long it's been. We actually did a couple of episodes.
Not June, sorry. April 20th? That was when I got furloughed. I've been furloughed for over a fucking year.
April something was when when we got kicked out of the building and had to start working from home.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, go insane, isn't it? Go watch our Fallout 4 episodes and you can see, right now it's
Anyway, in 2037, the pandemic was a thing that happened that half the country didn't fucking believe in because they were idiots, and then Ted Nugent got sick, which made me happy.
Did you just say 2037?
Whatever. I figured that's far enough away that what's the pandemic?
Fair enough.
Couldn't have been that bad.
Fair enough. But yeah, that I chose to do Fallout 4 because it's one of my favorite games, and none of the other sleepy boys want to fucking play it with me, so I just fuck it, I'll play it myself.
I've never played it. The only Fallout game I've ever played is 3.
So it's Fallout 3 was pretty long, right?
Don't know. I never finished it because they gave me too many options.
Yeah, so Fallout 4 it's a big bitch. There is so much going on, and
Okay, but does it at least kind of direct you better? Because there's so many of these games where, all right, there's the mission, and then there's so many available side missions that I just end up getting so distracted, and eventually I'm like, all right, what's going on? I don't even give a shit anymore, especially considering I'm fucking 3 countries away, according game-wise, and there's no fast travel yet because I didn't beat the first fucking mission.
Yeah, so right now I don't know 100% where I'm at.
What happened to me with the first time I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
No.
I bought the game. I was very excited about it because the old Assassin's Creed games were okay, but the new ones I've really enjoyed. Origins, I loved. Odyssey was okay. Valhalla, great. Yeah. Well, I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I'm one of those people who first thing I want to do is explore the map. I'm excited about it. I want to get the extra shit. I like it. Well, yeah. I'm doing all that, and
you broke the game, didn't you?
No. the fucking update that they put for the game
Right.
broke it.
I think
And
you did mention
after
that.
playing 8.5 hours of game time, I had to uninstall it and reinstall it without the update because that was the only way I could proceed with the game.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
I
That was
so
pretty.
fucking angry.
Yeah. But yeah. So right as of now, as of the day that as of today of our recording, I'd say I've recorded about 26 hours of gameplay. Yeah, as of May 6th, which is when we're recording this. Yeah, I've recorded about 27 or 28 hours of gameplay for Fallout 4.
That's awesome.
And I'm getting pretty close to the end. So peek behind the curtains. Well, Jeff, I'm sure you're not gonna watch it, but I used mods just because I was like, it's gonna take way too fucking long if I don't, right?
Fair.
So I'm pretty close to the end of the game, but I've also been going back and doing all the side. Like I'm going through and doing all of the side
mods. About how long would you say it takes to get to where you're at?
Jeez. Where I'm at right now, as far as like the actual main storyline, I'd say I would be about 1/8 of the way there.
Holy shit!
Like it's a long game, and a lot of the mods I'm using are like meant to get you the lightsaber.
Oh, it's plus agility. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff that I use mods for, like I use the mods mostly. I just did it to get all the perks and everything because I wanted to like didn't want to have to earn like X thousand amount of XP for it.
I absolutely get that. I mean,
but
if it were the first time you were playing it, I would judge the shit out of you. But I mean, it's
yeah, of course.
What, umpteenth time, whatever, dude.
Yeah, I've already beaten it like 8 or 9 times. But
that's like so Breath of the Wild. I got the DLC, and one of the things in the DLC is you can unlock this thing that will let you teleport. And like you can put a medallion down that lets you teleport back to that exact spot.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage, obviously. But the first time I played the game, I didn't play with the DLC. No, I played the game the right way.
I beat the game the right way the first time. Yeah.
Oop, I need CPR.
He's dead, so you're good.
Continue.